Let's start with the first house. First house is the Lagna, okay, which we call. Lagna is the zodiac that comes up in the eastern horizon at the moment of birth of an individual, okay, of the 12 houses, whatever is coming up at the eastern horizon.
As in the map of where you were born, at what time you were born, you look at the eastern horizon.
Correct.
Whatever's there.
Whatever sign house Rashi is coming up, that is the Lagna.
The question is there a sun there? Is there Mercury in that part? Is there Venus in that part?
That comes the second part. First is you fix the Lagna.
Okay.
From where the calculations are to be done.
Gotcha.
Okay. So Lagna is your house number 1. Okay, it could be any house. Lagna. So Lagna determines the individual's first basic personality. It determines what is their physically, how do they look and things like that, and their thinking process. Lagna is perhaps in a way the self. You are the Lagna first. Okay. How you think, how you determine, how you work and all that, everything will be governed by Lagna.
Can you explain that looks part based on if the sun is in that part or the moon is in that part?
No, so there are multiple combinations possible in this. Along with the Lagna, there is the trines of the individual. Okay, the reason I'm not going into the specific combinations because there are endless combinations.
Okay, and it'll take too long.
Not just too long; it'll take years to actually grasp. There are so many combinations possible. You will have only through practice. This is the basics I'm talking. But once a person starts practicing and all that, eventually then you will develop your method of understanding how is the looks. So sometimes it's possible that even in a Krura Graha, some of the Grahas, they can give fantastic looks in an individual. Okay. But there will be something in the personality that is not absolutely clean. Okay. So all these things are various possibilities are there. This is house number 1. Okay. It also gives a general idea about your health. Whether, as I said, it is like yourself. How do you look at yourself? Okay.
Also, how the world would know you.
No. That's very interesting. There is another calculation that goes not at the first level, of second level. So there is something known as the Arudha Lagna. There's a specific combination which finds out specific house will have that. And from that point, if you look at the horoscope, then you will understand how the world looks at you. You may think you are XYZ, the world may think you are something else.
Wow. Okay.
Because Jyotish goes to that depth.
Gotcha.
Okay. Your second house governs things like food. What do you like eating? How do you speak? Okay. What's the manner of speech? Is it sweet? Is it rough? Do you lie? Are you truthful? All these things you can find out. Number 2, wealth that comes from your family. Are you born into a rich family, well-off family? Does your family support you, etc.? Like this. Family means parents' side family. Okay. After marriage, it becomes your spouse and all that family. More or less shows the support of your family, resources that your family can provide for you, your food habits, your speech. These things. Okay. I'm just giving broad ideas. Remember that these 9 grahas and 12 rashis govern everything in the universe. If Jyotish is to be taken, we look at from the Jyotish point of view. So that means that each houses and each grahas will have a huge list of things actually connected to them. But these are the most primary things that I'm talking about. Okay. Third house, for example, is communication, written communication. Okay. It is also the house of courage. How much, whether a person is brave or whether a person is not brave, you can figure out from the third house. Okay. It also gives short travels, not very long. Okay. Maybe from Mumbai to Pune or things like that, short travels. It also governs sports. Okay. Whether you are inclined towards sports, physical sports, not chess and all that. Okay, those things. So, and it also governs your siblings. Specifically younger siblings, those who are younger than you, whether you have a sibling or not, what is your equation with the sibling, everything. Third house will tell you that. Okay. Your fourth house is your mother, and also the house, your home, where are you staying. Okay. Along with that, from the fourth house you can figure out things like whether you will stay in a country of your birth, you go to a different place, what is your equation with your mother, first thing. Okay. Then is the vastu of your place correct or not?
Wow.
where you are staying.
This is almost like intrusively like an X-ray on someone's life.
Yeah.
That's how deep astrology can go if it's in the hands of the
And
right.
this I'm talking is just the starting level. There are more other things there. Okay. Even the charts in Jyotish are not one. One is your Rashi chart, which is this I'm talking about. Then there is Navamsa. And then there are 10, 15 other subtle levels of charts. If I have to check your spirituality, I will check a particular horoscope, which will give a more detailed view of one aspect of your life. If I need to check something else, there are various other aspects. So like this, there are multiple charts. And that is why one of the typical questions that come in, that if twins are there of similar birth, why are their lives different? Because even if there is a difference in a few seconds, those secondary, tertiary charts will all start changing.
Wow.
Okay. So this level Western astrology does not have. It's only Jyotish that has it. So we dealt with 4th house is basically your home. 4th house also determines one very interesting thing. Are you happy or not? Very simply put, your sense of happiness, peace. 4th house is your heart also. That's one of the first spiritual houses. 4th. Okay.